not POV chasing. That right there is Titan. This is another Q&A. I did one like a couple weeks ago, and I only answered a couple questions, and there's a lot more I've been getting. And I have not really been able to work on this car much because of the heat and work. Luckily, once, probably the next couple weeks, we're going to figure out the two-cylinder issue. I'm going to be more inclined to work on it. And then after that, it should be smooth sailing. Alright, jumping right on in. A question I get fairly often is, we know airbags aren't going to be on the car. People ask, will hydraulic suspension be on it? And the answer is no. Basically for the same reasons, except even more expensive and even more complicated. It's just hydraulic suspension works good if you are in a professional shop and you know how to do hydraulic suspension. It's pretty freaking complicated, and I personally never want to touch it. If I have the money to pay someone to put hydraulic suspension on this car, I would consider it, but me, myself, I would break something, and it's just way too expensive. Out of the picture. I find it funny as well. A lot of people tell me, it's more of a command to put bulletproof glass on the car. Now, this isn't bulletproof, but as long as the tornado does not have it's America, so pew-pews theoretically could be in a tornado and probably are, but the odds of them aiming and firing at your window is pretty slim in my personal, unprofessional opinion. What I do have though is 1/2-inch polycarbonate. Basically what this is it's 250 times stronger than glass, and it's essentially a plastic. It's not plexiglass. Plexiglass is pretty weak, but it's polycarbonate, which is, I don't know how to explain it. It's strong, clear plastic, and you can get it in various thicknesses. You can get it in, I think the lowest is 1/4 inch, and it can go all the way up to like 4 inches. And I've seen some on sale for 4 inches. I went with 1/2-inch because 1/2-inch polycarbonate is on other interceptors, and it's also 250 times stronger than glass. So if something were to break my polycarbonate, it's actually stronger than my steel in some areas. So if something breaks this, I have bigger issues. Staying on the pattern of construction materials, let me show you something. Oh gosh, this is the same stuff that would have been used on the TIV 2. This is 2-inch by 2-inch, 1/4-inch sidewall, steel square tubing. Now, this is incredibly strong. It's basically bulletproof. In fact, it probably is bullet resistant. And it's incredibly strong. It's awesome. Now, why did I not put this on this car? This one bar almost weighs as much as that freaking car does, it feels like. And the 1/4-inch sidewall, that would, to even get a little bit of penetration on this, you would have to weld straight through the car, right? Because this is not a body-on-frame vehicle. There's not 1/2-inch framing along the bottom of the rails because there is no rails. I couldn't use this kind of steel, and it would cause a heck of a lot more trouble than if I were to not. I'm using this, baby. Why use this? This looks incredibly weak. It's it's thin. It's so light. Well, that's the reason, guys. Well, not because the first stuff. It looks weak. It looks thin. I'm telling you this right now. This is 16 gauge sidewall, same as my armor, and also same as the actual body of the car. So if I were to go any thicker, I would not be able to penetrate this enough and not just burn through the actual body of the car. So the way this framing works on the car is essentially like, imagine a spider web. So yes, you have the bars coming off from the bottom of the car, that's just welded to the body, but then you also have these 3 massive support bars down here that are welded straight to the front frame. You have the back that's welded to a thicker material like I showed before, and then you have it actually welded inside of the car, supporting the roof, and then everything is tied together. So you're not only relying on the body of the car, you're using the frame, you're using the actual interior body, you're using the back with the thicker metal, you're using all the sides. It's just, it's a lot stronger than it would be if someone who, say, didn't really know what they were doing would probably do. I'm not saying I'm some expert or anything crazy like that, but I have been chasing for several years, almost a decade now. I've been welding for several years. I've gotten, certifications for welding. I know what I'm doing when it comes to building. I know what I'm doing when it comes to chasing. I'm confident in myself in that. Framing does not mean anything if you don't have armor to weld it to. So, This is part of the hatch. This is the rear well. This is the rear wheel well hatch. It's a mouthful. This is basically just 16 gauge flat steel. It's not. I wouldn't. People call it sheet metal. I guess it is a sheet of metal, and you know it looks a little thin, but you gotta remember 16 gauge is still like that's solid steel. For those of you who don't know, Dominator 1 and Dominator 2 both used 16 gauge steel. Dominator 1 even basically just had what I have, which is 16 gauge steel welded to a relatively thin frame, and then basically just smack with paint on it. I know eventually they had like rhino lining paint on it, which works better, or I guess it's like a rubber, whatever. How many people are gonna fit inside a Titan? Now this number fluctuated throughout the year, or half a year, I guess. But it's always set to be at least 2, and then we moved to 3. It was supposed to be 4 for a while, back to 2 again. Now we're back to 3. 3 is the solid number. That is the number that we're going with now. And basically, it's pretty simple, really. It's no different than a regular chase team, except I will be in the back middle over there. The reason for 3 is because I want someone to be able to drive, and that's their job. Whenever you are the driver of this, that is what you are doing. You are driving. You're not going to be doing anything else. Your job is solely driving, period. Second seat is, that one is a bit of a toss-up, because I'll be honest, I'll probably be doing most of the navigating in the back third seat, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, like second seat, they could be helping with that. But their main goal is just camera person. They're going to be filming me for my movie, filming the driver for the movie, filming outside for outside things. So they're going to kind of be like, they are also going to be helping the driver. So if a driver's trying to open a drink because it's hot, they will probably be doing that. If the driver wants a snacky, they'll probably open a snacky for them and shove it in their mouth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's second seat is whatever they need to be doing at the time. Third seat, I'm biased, is my favorite. That's actually why the roof is the way it is, because we need space for me back there. I have my fun little chair right here. This thing is way lighter than I imagined it to be, but I guess it's pretty strong. Eventually, I'm going to replace all the seats with something similar to this. Not exactly this. This is incredibly uncomfortable, but a safer seat with harnesses. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My job, I'll be back there. I'm going to be, like I said, kind of guiding and navigating the Titan here. I got a roof hatch, I got a back hatch I can pop my head out of. Eventually there's going to be a camera dolly that comes out the side window, and then there'll be another window on the driver's side as well eventually. So yeah, basically just camera person for the movie I'm trying to make. Eventually we're going to have probes that we drop out of here, or a team will drop out, and then we'll get close range footage of that probe, so we'll probably do something with the back to get video out there. I don't exactly know for sure yet. Spikes! People want to know about spikes, and this right here is a hydraulic pump that'll work the spikes. To put it incredibly simply, hydraulic pumps have been the same since they have been since the early 1900s. Obviously some things have changed, right? This looks a lot different than, say, a pump from the early 1900s, but it's the same principle. It's been going on for over 100 years now. To put it incredibly simply, essentially what a hydraulic cylinder is, which is what the spike is it is a rod within a rod. So you have the big housing, and you have the actual spike in it. Now, if you want to move the spike, you're going to put fluid in this side of the actual housing, and it's going to move the spike all the way out. But you can't just do that with magic. You need to actually have a pump to put that fluid in. I really hope I didn't bore you guys with another Q&A. But I know there's a lot of questions still, and I feel bad I haven't really got to work on the car much. So I figured I might as well give you guys some more answers to your questions. I'm just excited. I'm so excited for this YouTube journey. Y'all, I hate saying that's cringy, but we're almost at 15,000 subs already. I'm finally monetized, so I can actually start putting money back into the dang car from these videos that I'm making now, which gets you guys more content. I'm honestly so excited. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to upload this video. Every time I upload, it's just like, I get excited. I thought my issue with uploading twice a week would be like, oh, I don't have time to make a video. But the issue I'm having is I just want to upload everything immediately when it's edited, which is kind of what I'm doing again. So I hope you enjoy, I guess. But I don't know. Let me know what you want in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you very much.